He's bowled in crunch situations before as well.
And exactly when India were looking for a wicket, he produced one. The ball was dying on the slip fielder when he took the catch. Quite a spectacle. That's a full delivery. He's missed out on a sweep. Massive appeal for LBW. The umpire waits, watches, and nods his head.
Let's hit him on the full. Would have missed the leg stump. Umpire unmoved. Just loves to flight the ball, doesn't he, Abhishek Murugan? Doesn't matter if they're just two fielders patrolling the boundary rope.
Goes flatter this time around. Yes, his eyes lit up. He missed out on that sweep shot. The ball hit directly on his boot. Looked pretty adjacent, to be honest, at the first go. But the replay suggested that the angle would have taken it away. That's off the outside edge. And save your legs. That's a boundary that will be collected by Azan. The score moves to the 40s for Pakistan. 9 overs comes to an it's 41 for 1.
Nine overs gone, 41 for 1. Naman Tiwari. The man who was found to be this talent in Lucknow did excite someone, but Naman knew he can never be LBW.
Just for the effect. He's come back for his second spell, just 2 overs initially. Was wavered. 6 extras in the first couple of overs that he bowled. All of them wides down the leg side. He's bowling to two left-handers. You'd like to bowl to Azan at this moment of time.
Very well placed. Such good timing as well. With elegance oozing out of this shot, Azan moves into double figures.
Just allowed the ball to come in. Last fraction of second. Look at the full face of the blade coming in. And that ball raced across the green turf. Again, not able to control his line here, Naman. And he's getting punished. He's gone for 20 already.
Once again, similar line.
He's running in. He's trying to bowl fast. Uncontrollable lines and lengths, though. Rather be watchful of what he's conceding right now. Plenty of runs conceded.
Watches it go. Naman has been a little leg-side-ish.
Another extra down the leg side. And once that seeps in inside your head, it becomes even more difficult as a bowler. And he's an opening bowler for Team India in a crunch game like this. Don't want to be bogged down. Comes back with a wicket. That will be shooting up his confidence a bit.
That's much better. If there's one thing in common between the Pakistan fast bowlers and the Indian fast bowlers and the respective batters leaving the cricket ball, is when every time the ball slightly, or rather that wide, but still within the wide line, the guideline, the batter has chosen to leave it. He hasn't chased the delivery. Irrespective of one slip or two slips, hasn't chased. That's much better from Naman. Good cricket all around. A very compact Shazeb.
Yes, that is bang on money. He's cut down his pace. He's now going to rely on lines and lengths. That should have been the case. The start of this over itself. He went for early runs. He's come back well though into this over. He's fishing for wickets. He's hunting for wickets. This could be a big one if he gets Sajib out. Last ball off the power play.
Solidly defended. 10 gone, 48 for 1. Now with more protection in the deep, Arshin has been thrown the ball. Second game of his 3 wickets. Beautiful economy, 3.6. 3 for 29 against Afghanistan. Can he replicate those figures or make it even better?
Stall lad will get some bounce off this pitch, that's for sure. Got the player of the match award from the previous game India played. It was an all-round performance with the bat and the ball. Missed out the bat today. Can he make amends with the ball? Shot delivery outside the off stump, cut away for a single.
Pakistan is scoring at 4.8 in over. Still this game suddenly feels like it's slowed down a little bit.
It's probably the soundtrack of burning tires that we can hear. Things are pretty fast out there, that's for sure.
Is he holding it cross seam? Or somewhere in between actually? That's too wide. And the curse of the wide deliveries continue for India.
And also brings up the 50 for Pakistan. Great start in terms of the current run rate. Chase is definitely on. They've lost just 1 wicket.
The conviction with which he plays that drive, marvellous.
Ashin isn't express pace, so he was happy to go onto his front foot. And then very good looking drive there to get a single. 4 fielders are allowed outside the 30. That's why you'll see a bit of a circumspect approach from the batting team.
Now Arshin Kulkarni, when he was with his earlier coach Harshal Pathak, he worked a lot on the mental aspect of the game as well. That sort of allowed him to mature very early as a cricketer.
Some tons of experience as well has come in handy.
Then later, once he shifted from leg spin to pace bowling, which was pure chance, as we told you. Coach Ajay at that time, Maharashtra versus Saurashtra game. Coach Ajay said when Arshin was flippantly bowling pace in the nets that you could actually try this the next day. The rest is history. In NCA, he learnt discipline and the importance of discipline with VVS Lakshman. Every experience shapes the way you become better and better as a cricketer on your skill and mindset.
Watches the batter till the end. Has a top release as well. So far so good. Just 4 runs off this over. Last ball coming up. Have to cut down on the extras, that's for sure. 10 of them already in this first innings.
Ooh, good ball. The crowd. Wide delivery again. Naman's furious with himself. The wide delivery is down the leg side first up now. On the off.
Has to back his strengths. He's kicking himself, that's for sure. Because of the performance so far. Has to back himself and come back. Some vigor. Tons of extras.
That's more like it. Naman is not someone who's scared of pitching it up. And Azan loves to drive as well. Now, in between two things the respective parties like to do, can a mistake being eked out is a different... is what remains to be seen. Hard first is a different story. Well negotiated. Was ready for that extra bit of bounce. With spring-like motion. Getting on top of the ball. And also stealing a single meanwhile.
By bowling those extras, they have also kind of widened the margin for error. Now, easy singles, a couple more singles will be what they'll be eyeing for, because the required run is just lingering around 5 runs per over. Shajib on strike this time.
Just get a feeling that something's got to give. Shazib is one of the most patient that you can find in entire Pakistan. Azan has been flamboyant before. The idea to cherry pick the deliveries that he wants to play at, let alone score runs, big runs off. Something that tells you that Shazib believes that this target can be achieved if he just hangs around. Quickly to Mushir, who is ready to get into a good position to get the throw in if required.
So you'd like to play a similar knock that Jamsheed played for Afghanistan today. Scored a century as he was anchoring the ship for his team today, with wickets falling all around him. And that kind of allowed the other batters to kind of express themselves when he was out there, holding on to one end, and that's why they ended up scoring 260. as Nepal tried to chase that down on the other ground.
Some deliveries are fun to collect as a keeper. Here's one. Comfortable height. Genuine waft.
Last ball of the 12th.
Catch it is the call. But that has been placed brilliantly. Shahzaib gets the boundary. Yes, there was risk in it, but the reward has been reaped.
Short ball sat up for the left-handed batter. Went for a flashy pull shot. He found the gap and found the boundary ropes as well. 58 for 1 after 12 overs.
Piyush, have you been able to decode the plan that Arshin has at this stage? It's not express pace at the moment, but the line seems to be predictable outside of against Azan, waiting for him to commit a mistake at this stage. But what I also love is the man at catching position at what seems to be short cover. Just like that, he stopped a single.
Yes, he's going to vary his lengths, that's for sure. Ball is shaping in still. It's got a tail. I think a fuller length delivery with a more pace into it should be the plan for Arshin right now. He's bowling hard lengths because of the field setup that is opted out for. Now that catching fielder has gone away. He's onto the mid-wicket now on the onside. Because he's coming round the wicket. That's a full delivery. And that has been played beautifully. Along the carpet, it's a gorgeous looking shot. And they're going to come back for the third with the throw from the deep end. It's a little down slope out there as well. Ball runs away quickly.
We were looking at the fence in the morning and that slight dew, not much, and sun peeping through, reminded of Glamorgan. Now you're using terms used for Lords. Slight slope. Such a sensible cricketer. He'll steal the singles wherever there are gaps, create his own if there aren't, but ensure that the dot balls remain minimum.
This is a solid start for Pakistan, to be honest. Now they require below 200 runs to win this match, 198 to be exact. And this partnership is going on very nicely. They want to continue as much as possible. Arshin Kulkarni not producing any difficulties as of now.
The sense of ease with which singles are being pilfered at this stage by the two left-handers. These are not huge wounds for India, but certainly paper cuts.
Have to bring something into the game. Some mind games maybe. Last ball of this over.
The change in length. Beautifully played. That will be for. Naman decided to offer just one hand. Collecting a boundary. Ensuring that they get a boundary at the last ball of the over. And it's happened the second time consecutively. Just showed it the face. I think the beauty of that shot is not trying to hit that hard. And Naman reached it, but still unable to keep it in play. 67 for 1.